Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Welcome to the Marinade, a free-flowing conversation about the creative process with creative people. Each episode, we welcome musicians, actors, comedians, authors, visual artists, filmmakers, anyone who creates art to talk about how and why we make stuff. This is a bonus Jason's Journal episode. It's going to be a little bit different, and we're coming at you live from Bonnaroo 2026. Y'all, I want to start by thanking everyone who has listened to the show and spread the word about the Marinade over the years. We're coming up on 9 years of episodes this fall, and the opportunities just keep coming. This is our 4th year in a row covering Bonnaroo. It has become a home away from home. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I woke up in Chattanooga, Tennessee on this Friday, as has become custom on these trips. That's usually my last stop before I head to Manchester, Tennessee. The difference this time, the major difference this time, is I have my beloved pup Bucket with me. It is our first road trip together, and the experience has brought us even closer together, building trust and showing up for each other. I've obviously long been aware that I'm obsessed with my dog, as have most of you, but this trip has further cemented and clarified just how much so. Another first, I'm boarding Bucket at a place in Nashville, which has me a bit of a nervous wreck. Nashville is about 2 hours from Chattanooga, and the path takes me right by Manchester, so I have about a 3-hour drive that I got to double back on today. My goal is to get to Rue by 2:30, so I don't miss Wednesday. I cannot wait to see this band, and we are cutting it close. Dropping off Bucket is tough. Tears are shed. I might sound ridiculous to folks who aren't dog people, but if you've ever had a deep connection with an animal, you know what I'm talking about. The girl taking him off my hands is sweet. She's patient with me. I cry a little bit, but by the time I get a few minutes down the road and I'm able to let go, I can focus then on the next few days. I'm at camp right at 2:30. Setting up can wait. What's left of Wednesday is not to be missed. When I get within clear earshot, frontwoman Carly Hartzman yells, "Fuck ice," to a chorus of cheers. I can't think of a much better welcome to Bonnaroo 2026. The set is a kick-ass rock show a la The Hold Steady or Drive-By Truckers. Her energy is unbelievable. The band is on point. Wednesday is one of my favorite bands doing it right now. They're playing one of the most impassioned sets at a festival that I have ever seen. I'm emotionally and physically drained from the road and dropping off my baby boy, but this is breathing life into my lungs. My anxiety had built, and now it feels like it is melting away. As the last note rings out, Amble begins on the What stage, which is the name of one of the two main stages. The band is newish to me. Their publicist reached out a few days ago, and while there isn't enough time during Rue this year, we're going to try to make something happen for the Marinade down the road. And these boys are locked in. Gorgeous melodies and relatable stories about misconnections and the power of love. It's a very warm, inviting set. I still need to get camp set up, though, and rest a spell. I'm stubbornly learning to give myself a break here and there, just in life in general. I have a tendency to keep going in some kind of fool's errand designed to stave off existential dread and not take a moment to myself. Learning to take a break is proving to help me to be better in really all aspects of my life. Camp takes a minute to set up because I'm so tired, but I'm in no hurry. Wet Leg is the next band I really want to see at 6 o'clock. I sip a beer, take a load off. A couple of years ago, when I brought a somewhat high-maintenance girlfriend who had never been camping to Bonnaroo, I invested in some camp rocking chairs. And they're not cheap, but they're well worth the money. It's hot, but that's what you sign up for at Rue. If you plan on going, make sure you prepare for the heat. Hydrate, 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 take a load off. Wet legs, Rianne Teasdale comes out flexing, y'all. She literally. She balances aggressive and masculine with coquettish and sultry. The performance is seductive. The songs are good. The band's on point. She's a tractor beam, and I am absolutely mesmerized. At some point, she now has the cord of a microphone that's shaped like an old telephone, and it's red in nature, which is kind of a stark juxtaposition. Also, she has it wrapped around her neck. She leans over a fan at the front of the stage, her devilish smile begging whether she's gonna jump you for your wallet or jump your bones. She sips some Modelo between songs and stalks the stage like a runway model. Incredible. My friend Jen really wants me to catch Youngblood's set, and Jen gets what she wants, so I make my way over to grab a few shots and videos of the set for her. Youngblood is not for me, but his charisma and effort are undeniable. He's bringing it, absolutely laying it all out on the stage, and people are reacting accordingly. My number one rule of music festivals is no FOMO. Take a break when you need it. You can't see everything unless you're 20 years old and you have coke habit, neither of which applies to me. On the way back to camp, I run into my buddy George from the wonderful blog East of 8th. If you've followed my Bonnaroo coverage before, you know and love George. He is a true lover of music, and you should follow his blog on socials and read his work. It's always good to catch up with him. We spent about an hour or so. We're catching up at camp, and it's good medicine to just talk with any fellow DIY media folks. Just compare the challenges of the work and discuss the ways we can help each other out and grow. Blood Orange and The Strokes are the other two bands I want to see today. Blood Orange is playing the stage that Wednesday occupied earlier in the day. The Strokes across the field on the aforementioned What stage after that. I get some chicken tenders and fries and saddle up on a long standing table with some new friends. They have an inside joke going about finding a single shrimp on the ground outside the bathroom and rope me into the fun. Little John becomes Shrimpy John. Shrimping ain't easy, I remind them, and encourage them to take care of themselves. The Strokes are my ex of 10 years favorite band, so I know those songs inside and out. I was long a fan before we met, but there's still a lingering emotional attachment that I can't quite shake. Not that it ruins the experience. The band sounds great. Even if frontman Julian Casablancas makes it tough to like him, I've rarely heard a frontman with less charisma, especially for a band that big and powerful. The band sounds amazing, but then he stumbles through between song banter to a smattering of laughs. It's tough to tell whether he's making fun of the South at a moment or being genuine. I'm fairly sure it's the former. By the end of that set, it's approaching midnight, and I'm pumpkining, as my friend Randy might say. Settling into my tent feels so good. We did the thing today, and tomorrow promises Wook Court in the morning with friend of the show Drew Morgan, who is also one of my favorite comedians, where he settles your Bonnaroo disputes, like who gets to keep the bong you found, or whether someone should be liable for bringing strangers back to camp at 2 a.m. I'm also fired up for Alabama Shakes and Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist. There are a few other acts on the bill that I'm looking forward to catching, but other than those two, I kind of plan on blowing in the wind and discovering new music. If you enjoyed this Jason's Journal from Bonnaroo, I have 3 simple asks, y'all. First, subscribe and follow us on your preferred social media. We are at Marinade Podcast on just about everything. Second, tell someone about the show or share a link on socials. That makes the biggest difference for us, and we so greatly appreciate when you turn someone on to the Marinade. And third, We have been nominated for Best Local Podcast in Orlando Weekly's Best of 2026. It would mean the world if you would just click the link in our bio on our socials and it'll take you to an easy link to vote. It just takes a couple of clicks and means a ton to us. Thank you again and again and again. Until next time, go out and create something. Cheers, y'all.